how much transparency is too much?
You.
What about me? Am I too transparent?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing, right? It's better than me hiding something, you know. Actually, I do go very, very.
You go too much.
Okay. Well, you want me to start hiding things from you then? Or?
Yes. Absolutely.
Welcome back to another episode of The Just Saying Show. What do you guys do stuff like facial expressions like that? I remember last time you were like, oh yeah.
No, that was you.
No, okay, I was trying to replicate that. That was pretty bad, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, this looks so bad. Looks like I'm mocking the special eds people. I'm like, no. Anyways, oh dude, first of all, first thing first, I'm so sorry for not coming to the cigar lounge thing with you guys on Friday, because I know I made plans. I was like, oh, Friday's better. Like, let's do 6 o'clock. But then obviously the family emergency came. So
not really something that we have to talk about on the podcast.
Well, I want to segue into that actually.
Okay.
I want to talk about like boundaries and friendships or any relationships in general. Okay.
Oh, that's a good topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like, when is it actually okay to cancel plans? You know, I feel like there should be like an unspoken rule on like when it's actually appropriate to cancel plans and when it's actually like, no, like you shouldn't cancel plans. You already made plans. Like you should stick with it.
I think 24-hour notice. That's probably, I mean, it's pushing it, you know, just like the day before you're like, sorry, bro, I can't make it. You should have a good excuse. You want to tighten that?
I tried, but it just keeps on doing it. This is the tightest it can go. It just keeps on going because of this thing. I tried.
What about the other side?
This could be it. This could be it. The fix of the century.
I want you to keep this in here because I want people to know what it's like to be your friend. Okay. If this is edited out.
No, I'll keep it in. I'll keep it in.
And I want this to be a real. All right.
Hey, it's better than having some fake person, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I choose you every time.
I choose you.
I know you. Oh, okay. I personally, it's gonna be different for other people,
mm-hmm.
but for me, the only reason that you cancel something last minute is because something came up that's like an emergency. Then I totally understand. Like I get it. Yeah. But anything else, it should be 24 hours or more.
Okay.
With an apology.
With an apology.
Yeah.
Okay. You're pretty like easygoing in terms of that too, because like. I mean, I know. Remember, you're telling me about, oh, like my time is precious. Like, you know, your time, like everyone's time's precious. So when you make plans with someone, it's like, oh, you better stick with. That's what I was expecting. I'm like, you better stick with it, or I'm gonna be pissed off. Like my time is valuable.
Oh, I'll be mad. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you're pretty like.
Yeah, but if you make it a habit.
Well, yeah, that's bad.
Then it gets insulting. You know, every now and again, dude. Yeah, I get it. But like, if it becomes a habit, it's like, you think you're better than me?
You got me in that first part last time. You got me on that. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? You gaslighting me right now?
You think you're better than me, bro? Yeah. What about you? You're not going to answer the question?
For me, I
mean...
Dude,
that looks so wrong.
Does it look wrong, you guys? It's so hot in here, bro. I'm the same exact way. Unless it's something important, right? Something like family emergency or something. It's like, I totally get it. There's not even any animosity or whatsoever into it. But going along with that, I'm actually okay with, if you're feeling down, you're like, oh, I'm just like really not feeling good right now. Like I just need some mental like break from everyone. Like if you tell me that, I would actually understand you, and I wouldn't actually get mad just because you're feeling down, because I've been there before where I'm just like in such like a depressed mode. Like I don't want to spread my negativity or any bad emotions towards one another. So like I'm like, you know what, like I need to recharge. I need to like really be by myself, and like because I'm not feeling my top right now. So like I really like, you know, it's mental health is important to me. So I'm like, if that's something that you're going through, I'm totally okay with that as well. But if it's something like where you made plans and you've like later on someone like gives you another plan, like, hey, like you done to go to this with me, and then you decide, oh my god, this plan is way better than this previous plan, I'm gonna just cancel the previous plan and go to this new one. That one I get very upset about. Like that's my like like, no, you said yes to this previous one.
Okay, you talked enough. I think thing. So with this guy, you get in your feels, and you don't want to burden other people.
Right.
And then you choose to like, hey, bro, I'm not feeling my best right now. I don't want to bring down the vibes. I'm not gonna show up.
I do not talk like that. What the heck?
Yeah. Close your eyes. I want the audience to close your eyes. One of us is gonna talk first, and then the other person is gonna talk, and I want you to guess which one was Austin. Okay?
I mean, they know our voices, bro.
They know our voices, bro. Which one was Austin? Okay. Now, but yeah, you'll try to exclude yourself out. Please stop doing that. Just sweat.
Bro.
Just sweat.
You gotta get your mind out of the gutter, bro. That's not even like remotely close to what I'm doing, you know? And that's the first thing. A man of God, everyone. A man of God.
Just be a man and be hot. Like the Big Bear trip. You didn't want to come, but I pressured you into coming. And it turns out that was the right move. Because I know better than you. You know?
Do you? Okay. I'm grinding your gears right now, bro.
But all joking aside,
Right.
But you have that tendency.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because you assume that people don't want to help carry your weight. But that's not true.
That's true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it depends on people. Like you are like an outlier. If I was with any other friend that's like not really like my brother, then I don't know. I don't know if they would react the same way like you would, you know.
I don't know. I think you gotta. I think. Well, I guess it depends on your friends. So that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But do you think it's okay?
Just be a man,
bro. I ain't gonna. You know what? You guys are gonna see me super hot and sweaty in this time. Oh, this is better. This is better, right?
That is better.
Okay. It's better than like doing this. So is it okay? So going along with that, do you think it's okay to flake then? Sometimes it's okay to flake sometimes.
No.
Okay, so it doesn't make you a bad friend for flaking sometimes, right?
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
But what about like in terms of that, like that happening, like where a family emergency happens, like oh shoot, I got to flake, but not consistently. If it's consistent, I can totally see that. But like here and there, like you never.
No, flaking at the end of the day is a bad thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes there's a good reason for it.
But does it make you a bad friend though for doing that?
In that moment, yeah.
Okay, in that moment.
Yeah.
But not in general.
No. If it becomes a habit, then yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Like that's why you're apologizing. Like I'm being a bad friend right now. I'm sorry, but I have something else that I got to do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that I agree with.
No one's a perfect friend, you know, except for Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Do you expect your friends to always be available for you?
No.
Yeah, exactly. We're adults. We're adults. Like we all have busy things going in our lives, so it's like I don't really expect you to be always available like it was back in college or before college. We had so much free time, but now we don't. But I feel like some people today still kind of like hold grudges for doing that.
I expect to be treated as a priority, but I don't expect that you be free every time I call. That's why I always ask, like, hey, are you free X, Y, and Z? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
When is it okay to prioritize over yourself over hanging out with other friends?
Every single time.
Can you elaborate that more?
It's kind of like the when the oxygen masks fall from the plane. What do? Do you put the other person's on first, or do you put yourself on first?
Perfect example.
You can't help someone if you can't help someone else if you're not helping yourself first. Your priorities, what you need, should always come first. Because once your cup is full, then you can fill other people's cup. But if you don't got anything in your cup, what are you doing? Yeah.
Agreed.
My aunt is like that. She'll help people despite her needs. And it's very commendable, but it kills her. You know?
She seems like that kind of person too.
Yeah. Mothers are like that.
Just mothers, not fathers?
Oh, fathers. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Going every day to a job that they hate, killing themselves from the stress because I'm the man, I'm taking this burden on. Gotta provide for my family. My feelings don't matter.
Right.
I'll never talk about how I'm depressed or stressed out, scared. I'll never say it because I gotta be strong. Absolutely.
So what about like if you have nothing, like for an example, you have nothing to offer, right? And you have nothing to offer. You're not in a good state. An easy example. Let's say you don't have enough money, right? And you want to give out to the poor. You want to get donate money to like a charity or whatnot, but yet you're not there yet. You didn't even help yourself out there yet. But even when according to the Bible too, it's like no matter, even though you have nothing, you should always give people what they need too, not just like what you need, right?
So when I was helping out Marsha,
Mm-hmm.
sure, I helped her out financially.
Mm-hmm.
But more than anything else, more than the money, more than the financial stability, more than the shelter, what she needed was a friend. Someone that she can see on a regular basis to make her feel normal. Like, any amount of money that I give you, I hope, is no comparison to the friendship that I provide. You know, our most valuable resource is our humanity. Money is a very far second. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just gave money as an example because last time you were like, "Oh, how are you supposed to help others when you?"
Well, I'm
can't?
saying no one's too poor to give because they're already rich with their humanity. So just simply share that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it.
Plus, even ever since I was a kid, I was talking to I'm an advisor for this nonprofit called Dragon Kim Foundation, and during one of the little TED Talks or keynote speeches that I gave them, I have a Q&A session, and one of the questions came upon charity, and I was telling them like, hey, don't think that if you're not charitable now, don't delude yourself into thinking that when you become a millionaire, all of a sudden you'll become this charitable person. Charity is like a muscle. If you don't develop that now, if you don't ask yourself, how can I be charitable now? When you have money, you won't all of a sudden become charitable. You'll be the same non-charitable person. So you have to find ways that you can give in your situation right now.
What happens when a friend expects too much? When does it feel like you're being taken advantage of? I think that's a good, you can bring up some pretty solid points on that.
Well, it's a friendship is always two ways. If you're being taken advantage of, that means one person is asking too much, but the other person is also not setting a boundary, saying, hey, you're crossing a line here. And so the other person feels obliged to cross that said boundary because you haven't made it clear. Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's like separate from my best friends versus like acquaintances or friends that are like not really my best friends, but they're there, you know, they're my friends. If it was my best friend, there's really no boundaries. Like you can take it like whatever, even if I have nothing, you can take advantage of me. Like I won't even second guess a question. Like if you take advantage of me and ask me to do all these things, I'm happy to do that for you. But if it was someone that I barely know or is like an acquaintance, then yeah, there's definitely boundaries over there where I'm like, is this guy like taking advantage of me? Like I wouldn't second guess my best friends, but other people, 100%. I'm like, what's the motive? You know, like maybe I should set like that's a good that's a good explanation. I should set boundaries, you know, on that. That's good. How do you deal with friends who are always pushing good vibes and brushing off real issues?
I don't know what that means. You have to give me an example.
So an example. So or like let's say like one of our close friends that I'm not going to mention on the podcast, but let's just say he's messing up in life, and you know
Who are we talking about?
Okay. Let's just say he's messing up on A, B, C, D. Like she would just play it off cool and be like, hey, like keep going, brother, you got this. Or she would be like, hey, like let's get down to the nitty gritty. Like you're not doing good in this aspect. You're not doing good in this aspect. Like I know you hate hearing this, and it might be hard for you to listen to this, but we want to be honest because we love you.
Well,
because I personally think the friend that doesn't tell you the honest truth, where like, oh, like, yeah, no, you're not fat. You're just big bone. You're okay. You're fine the way you are. I think those are like the most toxic and untrustworthy friends. It's like, yo, like, if you're my boy, you gotta tell me the truth so I can become a better version of myself. Why are you keeping me trapped in this like, and where I am now, where I'm not even the best version of myself? Like, it makes people feel complacent of, oh, it's okay to be fat. Oh, it's okay to be a loser. Oh, it's okay to not make X amount of money. But when the hard truth comes out, like I feel like that's when a good relationship solidifies itself. Like, hey, this guy actually cares about me. Doesn't really care about how I would feel about, you know, saying X, Y, and Z. But because this person cares about me, he's going to tell me the truth.
I think you need a balance of both. I don't think I've ever met a fat person that doesn't know that they're fat. But sometimes, when the entire world calls you ugly, it helps when one person just says that, you're
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, But also, with the example that you gave with our mutual friend, I have been that person to him since I've known him.
What, type A or type B?
The person that calls him out on his crap.
Good.
You see, you're the type of person when I give you crap. Actually, this is a good question. From when I gave you an honest, hey, calling you out on your bullshit, do you think you've actually changed?
Not at that moment, but I take that advice with a grain. Oh, not a grain. Well, yeah, you should take every advice with a grain of salt. But if it's actually like, if you're telling me something that's affecting you, or friendship or something, yeah, like, or if I'm offending you or disrespecting you, hell yeah.
Oh no, not like that. But you're talking about like when this person's doing something bad in their life,
Mhm.
and then you call them out on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I did that for you, do you think you actually changed?
Yeah,
Give me an example.
with my faith, especially with what happened like a couple of weeks ago, when you were telling me how I'm like blaming God instead of like just blaming God and being angry with him, which is like a natural feeling to get. But you're telling me, hey, like, this is not the way. God isn't like purposely doing all this to like ruin your life or hating on you or not even answering your prayers. That's like an example I just thought about on the top of my head. For that, it's like, okay, I'm gonna take that seriously because one, I respect you. Two, I know you have the best judgment for me. You don't have no ill intentions for me, and you have an outside perspective on things where sometimes I don't even recognize or know about. So once I have that advice in mind, obviously I'm gonna take act up on it. If that's gonna turn me into a better person, as long as it turns me into a better person. What do
It's
you
just
think?
with the personal example or the mutual friend. I've been doing it for over a decade, and I don't see much change.
But at least you did your part to like be
Yeah, a
honest.
big part of it I gave up. For
Even the bet's not even on anymore
what bet?
with him and.
Oh, he lost 20 pounds.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
still going on.
Oh, he's killing it.
Oh,
He's killing it.
well, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, but I knew him when he was 130. So he's still 50 pounds heavier than when I knew him,
Uh-huh.
right?
But don't you think it's better that you did that rather than, oh, you're okay the way you are. You should stay complacent. Like you're doing good, bud.
The thing is, I don't know because I don't see a positive change.
That's
Can the argument be made that like maybe if I didn't do that, he would have gone a lot farther down? Maybe, but that's all speculation, and all I have is the facts before me. And he is the case in point example of the phrase "you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink." Like,
there's gonna be people like that too. Not everyone's gonna be like, oh, I'm jacked up, I'm fired up. Like I'm.
that's why in his last relationship, when he told me about it, I was just like, as long as you're happy, bro. I didn't say anything. I was just like, as long as you're happy. And he was like, do you think I should be in this relationship? I was like, not my place to say.
Because either way,
As
whatever
long
you
as you're
tell
happy.
them, I see that. I can totally see that.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try, it's like nothing really changes.
So it's really case by case.
Have you ever called him out on that behavior?
For 13 years, yeah.
It's just been straight up calling him out like, hey, like you haven't been listening to any of my advice, or like you haven't changed one bit after always talking to you.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. So let's go outside of that example, right? How about for like the general population, our viewers or listeners? When do you think is an appropriate time to call out on someone's behavior for like not changing or whatever bad behavior they have?
If it's a relationship with me, then I call it out right away. But it's not like I'm not mad about it. Like the first time it's like, hey bro, just can you not do this? Or can you do this? And then the second time I was like, then I get a little more stern. And then the third time it's like, what do you want to do?
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah. What about you?
To call out the behavior?
Yeah. Like what's a boundary of yours? Ow. What's a boundary of yours that you do not like? That you have seen people cross and then... Well, do you even call people out?
If they're disrespectful to me, that's the only thing.
Yeah, give me an example. Because what's disrespectful to me might not be disrespectful to you.
Okay, so let's just say that I'm at a kickback with a good group of friends.
Gaga.
Let's say I'm in a group of people where it's a kickback and there's people that I've never met before, right? And my friends, they can be like, I'm not like sensitive to where if you do like a racist joke on me, like I'm not gonna be offended.
I think I know what you're gonna talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be offended. Like the Asian stuff, like small D, whatever, like all that's. I find that hilarious. Like they should bring back those kind of like funny racist jokes, but then again, people are so freaking overly sensitive these days.
You're going off topic. Just stay on topic.
So my friends, I'm okay with, right? I've solidified my friends being like that. They can be funny, racist towards me, but like, let's say a friend of a friend I barely know comes in, just met me, like, oh yeah, like, yeah, you're probably really bad at driving, huh? Or like, oh, like you probably have a really small D, huh? Because you're Asian. Like what? Like I just met you and you're like, we're not close, buddy. Like. After that, I literally call them out on their shit like right away, and then they actually get like surprisingly they get pretty like, oh shoot, like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you have a real life example?
That was a real life example, yeah.
Okay, tell the story.
It was 4th of July, and I was with my good friends.
Yeah.
And like they were like joking about it. Oh yeah, it's because he's Asian or that, and I was just laughing. I was like, that's hilarious. And then some random chick that I don't even know. I just met her that day.
Yeah.
And then she made some racist remark in terms of that, and I'm like,
white chick.
She was a white chick. And so that I called her on her and she got like super uncomfortable the whole time, and I'm like I was like, and like after a while I'm like, you know what, like don't be uncomfortable. It's not like I don't hate you or anything. You're just a super disrespectful person, so like because I don't give a
Hey, don't even worry about it, okay? You're just super freaking disrespectful, but it's totally fine. It's totally cool. That's you.
Yeah. That's you though.
But, and then I could have been so petty too. I could have just like done some like, other racist remarks. Like if she does something, I could have been like, oh, yeah, just like the time when you do this. Like I could have been petty like that. I'm not gonna stoop down on their level, dude. Miserable fucks, dude. I swear. But yeah, that's one example. It's just like, it takes a lot for me to be angry, and the disrespect is the only thing that gets me pissed off. That's the only thing. Everything else, I'm a go happy guy. I don't really care about anything else.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many of the people in my life, like for me, disrespect. Like if anybody tells me to shut up, it's like don't tell me to shut up, or like call me a curse word. It's like don't do that. Like racist remarks, I totally get that. I'm very sensitive to that. I can't tell you how many times when someone made a racist remark, and my response is just like we can step outside right now. What do you want to do? Yeah, so I totally get that. Very sensitive to the racist.
Has that ever happened to you recently or any time in the past?
More times than I can count.
Really? Huh. Even like after you blew up too?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I thought people would be more like on guard on what they say to you.
No one takes that offer though.
Okay, next one is how much transparency is too much. This is gonna be the last topic.
You.
What about me? Am I too transparent?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing, right? It's better than me hiding something, Actually, I do go very, very...
You go too much.
Okay. Well, do you want me to start hiding things from you then? Or?
Yes. Absolutely. Most of the stuff that I know about you is without my consent.
All right. We don't have to put this out, this could be off the record, okay? Come on, man. You don't need to put me on blast.
See, there's honesty... and then there's depravity. You are depraved.
Okay, well...
You can just tell me that you had a sinful week. You don't have to tell me
the details.
All the crap that you did. I don't want to know.
I mean, it's
like he's like dragging me to hell with him.
Hey, I don't tell that to just anyone, okay? I only tell that to people that
don't
trust.
Tell it to me. I don't want to be one of those people. Tell that to God.
You guys don't need to know about what kind of stuff we talk about.
If I ask about it, then tell me. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
you did tell. You did. No.
How was your weekend?
That
does not mean. Tell me the dirtiest crap. That
but that's what happened, though.
There are ways to go about it with class. Just have some class.
Okay, then how do you navigate on oversharing in friendships? Then, give me some tips. Give me some tips on how I can navigate through.
Just copy me.
So super private life.
Yes. Dude, privacy is king.
Oh my god, literally you, bro. You're like privacy is...
You can be honest without having to share everything.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really think before I say either,
You
too.
do not.
Yeah. How do you feel about transparency in social media? You think being transparent...
I'm for it. Yeah.
Oh, you're for it? Okay.
Well, for me, I'm very transparent with who I am.
Okay.
I'm a hypocritical Christian. I talk about how when I'm angry with God, cussing at God, all of it. I try to give as honest of a display of who I am while also respecting my privacy. So there's things that I will never share. A workout, my church, my friends. You guys will never see them. You know what I mean? Because those things I keep sacred to myself. But who I am as a person, I don't try to put off this air as if I'm this holy Christian that's doing everything right, like a freaking robot. You know, I'm a failure. You know, there's only one success story, and he died for us.
Right. Nobody's a perfect human being. It's impossible.
Yeah.
How about in terms of dating?
I got hoes in different area codes. You know that song?
No, I have no idea what that is. Okay. Where's that from?
Well, it's from the 90s.
Oh, okay, that explains it, yeah. You know me, bro. I'm EDM as bro.
I think that's Nate Dogg. I might be wrong, but... Sorry, what were you asking me?
What about in terms of dating? Transparency. So you know how some people, they like to post their girlfriends all over social media, and there's some that actually
social media is horrible for relationships. Social media is horrible for relationships. That's been widely studied. Like the amount of cheating or infidelity that occurs because of social media. I mean, it's skyrocketed. If social media is toxic for relationships.
100%. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I also noticed, this might not be true, but I also noticed that, couples that do post each other every single time on all their posts tend to have less of a good relationship on their own versus the couples that I've seen who barely post each other on social media, and they have like the best relationships ever.
Yeah, because a lot of them are coping. Like, we have a horrible relationship, so let me cope by making it seem like it's better than it actually is. To
project, to show the world like, oh, our relationship is amazing, but really it's probably deep down in the trenches.
Yeah,
that's another reason why I would never put, like, once I have a girlfriend, like, I'm not going to be posting like nothing. I'm not, even if I do decide like, oh, maybe like happy anniversary, like that one like photo out of all the photos that I post, like, I'm not even going to tag her because I know that a bunch of people are going, oh, who's this girl, oh, blah blah blah, or who's this guy, blah blah blah, and start like lurking. And I don't know, it's like that. In terms of privacy, that is like a privacy that I would rather just keep to myself. What about you?
Fame would be such a horrible burden to give to my partner if they weren't well known already. Or at least I trade my privacy for success. And it's a heavy price to pay because I value my privacy, but I believe it's worth the trade. And I get a lot out of it. But if I carelessly did that to my partner, giving her notoriety or giving her fame where she reaps zero value from it, that would be such a needless burden that I would want to spare her from. Because it's really lonely living that type of life, But
she wouldn't technically be lonely because she has you too, right?
I need you to think more.
Because if it was like an unknown person, right? It's not social media, not an influencer or anything, and like you post her and stuff, maybe that'll help her in the long run with like whatever she's doing in life. Like, could be a good marketing thing for her.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think about fame, but nobody thinks about the downsides.
Give me like two big downsides to that then.
I would like to go to a again without having to wear a mask. That'd be nice.
I see.
I don't like having to think about like, this is really sad.
Okay.
But I go to the grocery store at night to buy milk and sweet Southern heat barbecue chips. And I cherish that because I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do that. People don't talk about that. People, you don't know, And what I have compared to like Leonardo DiCaprio, Michael Jackson, it's nothing. And the price is already this high. Holy crap! And I want to give that to someone that I cherish and love. Hell no. Hell no. It's a really heavy price.
I never thought of it that way. I didn't think it would be that much of a burden just to go outside and get groceries and have like one or two fans come up to you and be like, oh, like I love your videos. Like, can I take a picture? Didn't like obviously I'm not there yet, so like I have no idea how that feels. But didn't in my
if at a grocery store it'd be like one or two, but if it's at a, I don't know.
It's like a zoo.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like chimpanzees. It's all. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm calling them monkeys. What am I doing? Just a bunch of people running towards up to you and trying to like
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And it's not like I've never had a bad interaction with a fan. I've never had one. All positive, all super supportive.
Don't you enjoy that?
But I like my privacy, and I like it, but it's taxing because like all of a sudden, oh, I'm being watched right now. I have to watch what I say. I have to watch what I do. I want to make sure that I'm presenting myself. Sometimes I just don't want that pressure. Sometimes I just want to, just blend in, be invisible for once.
You sounding a lot like Justin Bieber, brother.
Oh, man.
That's the first thing that popped into my head when you were giving me all that. I'm like, this is how the Biebs feels then, huh?
No,
But
his is
worse.
way worse.
Right.
That's way worse.
Can't even fathom, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can see it in all the videos. He's never happy. He's like, is this what you do for a living? Like, what the heck? Like,
And he had that since he was a kid.
no childhood
I
life.
can't
or anything.
imagine that type of pressure.
That's true.
So all the addictions make sense. Because I had time to develop friendships and ways to cope before this stuff happened. And so when I make that trade, it's worth it for me. I love my life. There isn't, I wake up every day thanking God for the life that he has given me and the opportunities that it continues to open for me. But there is a price that I'm happy to pay for, but there is a price. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that concludes our podcast for today. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
Jesus loves you.
He really does. Peace.